welcome to the Tire Couch Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch. And as always, we have Mike.
Yo.
And today we're going to be talking about a super fucked up anime called Dororo. But before that, what's been going on, Mike?
Been RuneScaping again.
After 20 years.
Yeah. I almost got like 100 levels. And I got like all my free play levels up to 50. Except for Dungeoneering, which I will get here soon. So
What's
don't you
Dungeoneering,
fret.
Mike? What's Dungeoneering?
Dungeoneering is kind of this weird skill they added like probably last time I played like 12 years ago. And it's kind of like the last skill you get because all of your skills help you in your dungeoneering. You go into this dungeon and you have like no items whatsoever. And like the first room has like table or has a few tables and a few crafting stations. And it gives you like a bunch of fish and like some weapons and some coins and shit. And there's a trader. And you just go around the rooms and there's different puzzles and keys and you can mine shit and craft shit out of it and cut down like vines and make shit out of it. So it's just like you use all your skills and traverse this dungeon that's like randomly generated. I'm pretty sure you can't get soft locked. It's been around for 12 years, so I hope they fucking figure that out by now. But that's pretty fun.
Hell yeah. Anything else at all?
No. Got all my I already said that. I got my mining to 83, and smithing to 80. And pretty much all I've been doing.
I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
I've been doing a fucking shitload. The plants, like the peppers and the tomatoes, they are big boys now. They are all underneath a blue light, like almost all the time. I'm gonna start the hardening process probably within the next week, which is what me and you were talking about that one day. Like, you know how you simulate it with the fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like there's a natural way to do it, which you also keep them inside besides the fan. Because I've ran the fan on them like twice, I think. But
Yeah.
like before you actually put them in the ground, like 4 weeks prior should be around then. Which honestly, I feel like they're gonna go in a lot sooner than that. I feel like so like technically, I guess I'd be kind of late on it. But what you do is you like take them outside and like you put them in the sun and in the element for an hour, and then like for an example an hour, and then like the next time you do it, you would do it for 2 hours, and you just keep doing that, and then up until the point where you plant them in the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like when it's warm out, you like don't leave them out at night type shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that'll make them stronger and shit like that. So we started the herbs, like the dill, the fucking scallions, and all that fucking shit. The chives, and they're already starting to sprout, and it's only been 2 days. So that's pretty fucking crazy. Join the golf league, the golf club, and because I guess I didn't really join the league because I don't even know if it has a league, but it does tournaments, so I imagine it does. Me and friend of the show, Tyler, he's been on a couple episodes. We both joined that, and we plan our first tournament. Well, I plan my first tournament on Sunday. He's played the scramble tournaments and shit before like that. So yeah, gonna be my first tournament. First time being in a fucking club, golf club. So that's cool. And other than that, I've been really flipping around the video games while also hardly playing video games at the same time. It's been like 2 weeks because we took a week off, right? Is that kind of how that mathed out? I think so. I think.
Like, maybe.
Yeah.
It's been an amount of time.
Yes, it's been a amount of time. I broke free of the clutches of Pokepia because I don't care what anybody says. I'm not saying I beat the game, but I'm saying I finished that game because, well, here's the thing, dude. Like, it's stupid. There are specific tasks to do that you just like do just by playing the game. So like
Yeah.
you're not really chasing an objective story-wise anymore. You're just chasing the objective of doing this, do this, do this, do this. Like,
Yeah, there's
like small
was it
things, you know.
in the
And
original Animal Crossing? There's like a bunch of dig sites that randomly appear every day, and I think 3 of them can be fossils, and you have to mail the fossils in to like some place to get them identified, and then you have to give them to the museum, and like finishing all those fossils, like type of shit like that.
yeah, so like you dig up fossils in this game and they are part of a habitat. Like I said before, you build habitats and Pokemon show up at them. Well, like
Yeah.
there you can build the body of like Aerodactyl, and then Aerodactyl will show up, shit like that. Or you could just, but there's some smaller ones where it's like, oh, you found the jaw fossil. You know what the jaw fossil is? You fucking put it on a pedestal. If you put it on a pedestal, fucking a Tyrone will show up. Same thing with like a few other ones, like the shell one does that like headbutt looking dinosaur thing. It's blue. I think it's from Black and White. I'm not sure. Cranodios or something.
It's from Diamond and Pearl.
Or maybe that. Yeah, that was gonna be my second guess. But shit like that. Yeah, man, it's a bunch of fucking like shit like that. Like there's this stupid tower that's like feed me items, like 4 industrial beds and this and like 5 light globes or whatever. And it's like you do these 3 things and then you get awarded a badge that would be like a gym badge, like a thunderish badge. It's literally called like a thunderish badge. And you're supposed to get all 8 of those, and you're supposed to find all the slates that you dig up in the ground, these secret special slates that create this portrait of Mew, and then Mew will appear. Like, all of these. I Googled the requirements of actually beating the game, like how to actually do. Make every area's environmental level 5. It's like, no, I'm not just gonna do things, man. I'm gonna follow the story until the story is no more, and that's what I did. And I'm just like trying to do these things. Like I try to put my best foot forward and like finish the game, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play a game that's just doing a bunch of tasks. I'm not doing that. Like with nothing, with no like head front to drive you forward. It's just kind of like, I mean, if you're into this, yeah, for sure, play it. But like, if not, just like cut it after you do the last thing, because like it just does not.
Those are more like passive type play game.
Well, it's the kind of thing that reminds you of the, oh, I beat this game, so I'm just doing all the extra stuff. That's what it feels like. Like I'm trying to, I'm trying to find 100 coins in every level, man. It's like that's not fun. You know that's not. Nobody thinks that's fun. Find all the coins in a level. Like it's that same feeling.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just that same feeling. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but like whenever your game is random tasks, like how do you draw the line?
Because there was a different objective to work towards and a certain meaning and reason, you know what I mean? Afterwards, it's just like the whole thing is like this very boring thing that I feel like was just shoved into the game. You know, I get that the whole time I was doing the same thing, but I was working towards a goal and like actually getting a real reward out of it. If I do all this shit, I don't get a real reward. I just get the ending of the game, I guess. You know, like I have to do a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to do. But yeah, I did that Pokepia. That was like the main thing for a while. I started playing Final Fantasy IX again, and just zipping through that, reading the story. I like fucking love that story. Played a little bit of Ghosts and Goblins. That's feel like that's about all I played. Oh, and I beat Dragon Quest VII Reimagined the other night with 47 minutes and some change, and that's with skipping every cutscene, and that's with just playing the main story and not doing like crazy extras. So that game's fucking super long. So yeah, I think that's all I've done.
Playing all the. I remember you playing the card game in 9.
The card game in 9?
Yeah.
No, that was
we finally figured it out the other night, right? Or you
oh, for some reason I thought you were talking about Dragon Quest VII. I don't know why.
did. Nah.
Yeah, the what's it called? Like a not a digicalendar. It's like I don't know, that fucking turning thing that starts with like numbers 0 through 15. A decimal digi.
Oh, it's hexadecimal.
Hexadecimal. Yeah, system.
Yeah.
And that's what we
Did you
not know.
Did you ever watch Reboot?
No.
Cause like forget what the main villain was, but there is a secondary villain that was his sister that was named Hexadecimal.
Ah. Yeah.
So I like always knew about that word, and I never knew it was a pun until like was it high school. I had to like learn about like computers. I don't know if they still do it, but whenever they interface with hardware, they have like a code that represents them, and it's in hexadecimal with like 10 being A and 11 being B and so on to 16.
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently those are like the different, and then there's like a certain stat that every one of those numbers and or letters are in a row. Like it goes physical, defense, magic, this and that, like whatever to use as an example. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I didn't lose a match since I learned that.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty dope. I love that fucking card game. Like I don't know why, I just do. And yeah, then I beat Dragon Quest VII. Dude, I will tell you how long that ending is. They give you a world tour option where there's a list of places in the world that your Sky Stone takes. It's just a floating stone. That's what they gave you in this game.
The
Fucking floating stone. That's it. To go all around the world, different places, so people can just congratulate you there. At the bottom of the list, the game tells me that it knows it's too long. Because at the bottom of the list, it says, call it a day. Not quit, not finish, not end it. Call it a day. It's like, fucking, yeah, dude, I am actually going to call it a day. Thank you. So, yeah, I clicked that shit real quick and saw the very ending, which was very sad. But, like, it's that happy sad that you're supposed to feel, but no, you're actually just sad. Yeah, so now I'm kind of like, I'm in this limbo of what to play next, and it's kind of like I'm kind of stuck between different choices. Chrono Trigger, Lunar 2, Suikoden, and there's something else. That might have just been it. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know what I want to play, like, at all. So, yeah. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. Been watching this show called Dororo and watching movies. Do you want to jump right in, or do you want to know about the movies that I watched real fast?
Go for it.
Okay, I just know you're a movie file, so. I watched a movie called The Tourist with Johnny Depp, and who the fuck is that stupid girl? It's not a stupid girl, but like she's that girl that everybody, yeah, Angelina Jolie, that everybody thinks super hot, not just like don't find attractive. Used to, but not anymore. But yeah, that movie was pretty sweet about a tourist, Johnny Depp, and goes over to France from America, and all this crazy spy shit happens. and I watched the new Jurassic Park. I think actually before our last episode, I didn't get to tell you about that. Like I told you, I watched it,
What?
but like you need to know, like that movie, dude. You would laugh so hard at that movie.
I laugh at most of those movies.
No, it's like a person. There's a scene where a person falls off of like the top of a volcano, or not, maybe not that high, but like a really high spot. And then he comes down and he just lands on like the big dude, and he just breaks his fall. It's like, what the fuck? And then
Isn't there a scene in the first one where like chick like runs away from dinosaurs in high heels and they like make it an epic moment?
yeah, well, when this dude hits the ground, in the background, fucking, because Scarlett Johansson's in it, so she has to be her Black Widow Avenger self. The entire cast
Johansson, right?
The entire cast falls into frame like it's a superhero gathering movie in the background, and it's fucking hilarious. You see Scarlett Johansson just slowly slide down a rope, like down into frame. Another dude like rolls, and another dude jumps out from behind a rock or some shit. It's something shit like that. And it's just like, and they're all in the background. The dude gets up, he's like, "Oh fuck!" It's like, what the fuck just happened, dude? What am I watching right now? Yeah, like it was a good time. There are very intense fucking dinosaur fights in that movie between humans and dinosaurs, and it's fucking crazy, dude. It's actually the action scenes are pretty sick. Like they really are. Like people get taken out of the boat. But you know what I mean? Like it's
I
pretty
remember
vicious.
with one of the trailers they had they like baited the shit out of Jeff Goldblum. Like that was most of the trailer or a good portion of the trailer. And then like the show comes on or the movie comes on and he like does a speech at the beginning and he's like never there.
You know he's in the new Oz movie, right? He's the wizard. Well, he's in both technically, but yeah, he's the
Who?
wizard. Jeff Goldblum.
He's a wizard in Oz.
Yeah, yeah. He's a very good wizard. But he is.
What about?
I don't know if he's playing the wizard or if he's just Jeff Goldblum. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He just kind of plays Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, people have been saying that for a bit.
Yeah.
He was like in was he in Thor Ragnarok or some shit like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Same character actually in this movie.
Yeah.
It's like, huh? Oz is a bit eccentric. Yeah. But yeah. You should check it out. It's fun. At least go on YouTube and see. Like, don't watch Oz. For my personal opinion, I don't like that movie. I don't like it. Wizard of Oz is better anyway. And like, I don't know, man. Just I think you should go on YouTube and look up at least Jeff Goldblum's thing of that movie, though, because it's really funny. I like it a lot.
There's the one called The Wiz, I think it's called. It's like the all black version. It had like Michael Jackson in the original one, or at least the movie.
Shimon.
He was the Scarecrow.
Oh, yeah, of course he was. All right. You ready to talk about Dororo?
Yes.
Yes. Dororo. Dororo. Yeah. Dororo is an anime, 2019, based off of something that's based on... Tell the history. Mike, what is it? There might have been an anime in 1969, and there was an original comic strip that started that shit by the dude who made Astro Boy in like the 60s. He made this thing, or the 50s.
Yeah, so the guy that like everybody calls like the creator of anime, he like made this show. And I guess it was part of Shout and Jump back in the fucking '60s, which I had no idea that it existed back then.
I was
So.
just about to ask that.
Yeah. Said it
Yeah,
lasted for like 5 years or something. It was on Sunday, so that's like 250 episodes or something like that.
something. But yeah, this anime that we watched came out in 2019. It's about a a land with a ruler. That the ruler said, "Hey, I'm gonna make a pact with some demon gods, and I'm gonna be like, hey man, if you get rid of all the droughts, wars, and famine, and all this bad shit that plagues my land, just so I can seem awesome to everybody," which is literally the reason why he does it, because he's just like,
Yeah,
I
he's
just want,
like super ambitious.
yeah, wants everybody to love him. His wife is pregnant and she's having a baby, so he's like, demon gods, I'll give you my son's everything, body, flesh, if you just make this deal with me. And he does. And then this baby comes out, and the baby has no skin or eyes or mouth, anything, and it like cries blood, essentially.
Yeah.
Just like this muscle thing, I guess. I don't know. It's just muscles.
Yeah, it's got no limbs either, so.
Yeah, no limbs. And
We find out later it doesn't have a spine. I didn't know that.
yeah, I didn't know that either. I was wondering what you were talking about before we started the show about that spine. But yeah, anyway, he's fucked up, and his parents, his mom's like, "Oh, I still love him," and blah blah blah. And his dad's like, "Handmaiden, take it away and throw it in the river." So she like rolls up to the river, and she's like, "I don't even know why I get sad anymore. You know how often I do this shit." I was like, "What the fuck?" And she realizes that the baby wants to live because it's trying to move and it's trying to do something. And so she puts it on a little boat and pushes it down the river. And that's the last they hear about it until one day. Um, dun, 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 dun. But yeah, until one day they do see who is known, the baby who comes to be known as Yakimaru. And it's a super fucked up show, super fucked up story, super fucked up everything. You want to talk about his upbringing? Since we just want to go at pace on that.
I don't fully understand it because, like,
yeah, I don't know.
like, you don't really understand like how much got taken from him, and like the first demon he kills. Well, like I guess it's the second demon because the first demon is like the river demon thing, but like he kills one demon and like regains his nervous system, and it's like, oh, like I don't understand how the fuck this kid moved in the first place, and then like the dude that saves him, he like picks him up out of the river, and he's like, everybody that sees him is like, oh my god, what the fuck? And he like puts a finger up to its mouth, and it's like sucking on its thumb, and he's like, oh, you want to live? And then it so happens this guy is like the best prosthetics fucking maker ever, and he basically is making puppets, and somehow Himimaru can fucking control these limbs like better than most people can. He's like swinging trees and shit.
The dude puts prosthetics on dead people in like war fucking zones so they can feel more whole. So yeah.
So they're like,
so this dude's crazy.
Well, it's like their survivors that bury them aren't like horrified. They have like more closure because the person's like intact to some extent.
I guess. Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, this dude fits him with prosthetics and trains him, and yeah. One day he's just like, "There's nothing more I can teach you. You must leave." Like just sends him off.
Yeah. And like he has no reaction to really much of anything because he can't like react at all to anything. So he's just kind of like standing up, like perfectly straight, looking at him like a doll, and just like walks away.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. That's it."
And then we find Dororo, and he is trying to sell a bunch of like random shit while he's sitting on a towel. And then like these thugs come up and they're like, "Hey, this shit looks familiar." And then we find out that he stole it from them because he said he was starving, so they let him watch their stuff, and he stole it and then tried to sell it. So then they proceed to like beat the fuck out of him, and he gets away and like throws a rock, fucking takes motherfucker's eye out and starts drowning him. Then Himimari is like standing on the bridge and like, who the fuck's that guy? What the fuck's he looking at? And this fucking giant hair demon thing comes out of the river and just starts eating him.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you like the action in this show?
It's pretty sweet. At first, I actually made a mental thought of like, man, he just kind of like swings his sword once and that's it. But like after like the halfway point, the like combat gets very Dragon Ball Z, but not Dragon Ball Z like at all. Like more like Inuyasha kind of ish. If Inuyasha was in Dragon Ball Z, if those two fused and made a baby. But yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. But yeah, it's very brutal too. Like you'll just see like him jump up on the back of like a demon, and he'll just like scissor fucking move his arms, and like the demon just falls apart under his feet because he like just chopped it into like 4 pieces, and it just like falls apart like a statue being busted. It's fucking. There's just blood that just pours out of everything. It's like Jesus.
Oh yeah. There was it the second episode, the story of the Banta or Bandai or something. I don't know.
Banta.
I can't speak Japanese. It kind of like sets up. It's kind of like how most of the stories play out. Like there's these ghosts that are just chilling in the fucking woods. It like rings a bell and it looks real creepy. That's like all it does. And like the village is like, please kill this demon. And they're like, okay, and they try to stay there, and this like monster comes up out of the fucking well or some shit, and they're like, holy shit, and they like attack it, and it gets away. And then they meet this lady that's the leader, and Himaru, because he doesn't have eyes, but he sees like people's aura, like their souls.
Yeah.
And demons are like red, like they're stained with blood and shit, and like humans are just like white, and plants are different colors and shit like that. And like after, like, eventually it's revealed that this lady is a demon that's like fucking with that's like gave the village prosperity, and they feed it travelers and they steal all their money. And fucking the demon reveals itself as like the other half of this lady. And Himimaru like fucking cuts its motherfucking eyes open. Like he just sticks his swords right in its eyes and slides them down. It just like screams as its eyes explode. It's like, damn, he's so fucking brutal with shit.
It's like, I don't know any better because I can't see.
It's like, I'm gonna cut what I have to cut.
Yeah, it's super brutal. This show like plays on your emotions a lot. like emotionally, I'm super tired. Emotionally, it's a little bit of a roller coaster because there's a whole bunch of parts where it's like you will just like hate everybody in this show except for Yakimaru and Dororo, essentially. Like, pretty much everybody is just a fucking piece of shit because, like, the whole reason this. Later on, when he goes after all of his body parts, if he kills these fucking demon gods, he usually gets a body part back. Like, he'll get his arms back, a leg back, fucking eyes, whatever the fuck. But, like, what you find out is that since he was part of that contract with the demons to keep that land awesome, the fact that he is still alive is a problem because the 12th demon never got to eat whatever part of Yakimaru. So everybody hates him. Yeah, everybody hates him because they're like, the fact that you exist is the reason, like, I starve. You know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
it's like everybody hates him, and it's just like, it even comes down to, like, his dad that's still obviously a piece of shit. And, like, basically gets his son into thinking that he's a piece of shit because Yakimaru has a brother. And those two, like, fucking hate each other after the first fucking fight. Like, that's the first time they even meet each other. But yeah, so, like, everybody hates him, and, like, so that just internally just makes you hate them because they're all like, you're a piece of shit because you're alive. It's like, what the fuck? Even the dude that raised him is just like, oh, you are a fucking monster. It's like, he's literally killing a demon. Like, he's killing demons right now. What are you fucking talking about? So, like, yeah, I hate everybody in this show. Bunch of, like,
Well, see, it's just since was probably a lot longer. There's more to the material. It's probably like there's a lot of stuff missing. So hopefully they would develop it more. But it's like the same. I think it's trying to like mirror him with his father because it's like your ambition and your wants are like self-destructive to you and everybody around you. Like, the more he fights against his father, the more his father comes after him. And after a certain point, it's like, is it worth killing all the people that he's killed to get his shit back? Yeah, because, like, yeah, his father made that horrific choice, but then, like, everybody in the village, everybody in the country or whatever now has to suffer plague because he's wanting it back. And, like, yeah, he deserves it back, but, like, all the people he has to hurt in the process is, like, makes him question or makes other people question if it is worth it and if he's losing sight of his humanity to get back his humanity. And they're, like, basically trying to, like, convince him that, like, he's more human than most people anyway. Like, he's more able than other people, and like would even having a body give you what you want type thing.
Nah, man, he clearly says, it's mine, give it back.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get my fucking eyes, bitch. Yeah, so his brother, like, started out like thinking this is super fucked up too, and like wanted to know him and like him, and then Yakimaru slashed him in the face whenever they were fighting because they got into a fight. So then he automatically fucking hated him. And yeah, I'm gonna say that's the thing, man, because it wasn't until he got slashed in the face that was he like, all right, well, this dude's a piece of shit. I realize now that, like, kill one to save 1,000 is cool, and fuck this dude because he cut my face. Like, I don't know. So, like, there was hope
Well,
for
he's
him,
like,
and then there wasn't.
he's like desperately trying to be accepted by his father, like throughout the whole show, and then like because of the horrific choice they made, his mother is like constantly full of shame because of her not standing in the way of it or stopping it, and he like feels her like distance because of that and thinks that she doesn't like love him and shit. And so he's like gets brainwashed and essentially, and like all the shit that happens, like with him losing his eye, feeling like he's a disgrace to his father. They're in a war. The fuck country's falling apart. You know, like he just kind of like decides like, fuck, if I'm either gonna die or this is gonna fucking all work out, and the only way that it's gonna work out is if I kill my brother. So he's like, and also they're both like in the same fucking horrific fucking position.
Yeah, and then there's fucking his parents. There's a whole back origin story on Dororo's parents. Fucking his parents were like bandits. They're not called what was the term they used? Brigands, which are bandits. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were brigands, and they made a brigand army, and they were like, samurai leave only death in their path. So we just like fuck their shit every time we see them. We just jump the shit out of them. So that's what they do, and eventually his best man, Dororo's father, like fucking turns them into the samurai to try and get in good with the Lord and have like an easier life and a better life. So he just sells everybody out, and eventually his dad dies, like getting fucking stabbed and shit. Then later on down the road,
that was fucking crazy too.
Yeah,
that dude fucking stabs him through the back, and then the spear is like sticking out of him, and he's like,
he just grabs him and pulls him in.
This is how you use a spear, and he like, gives him a hug, and then tackles him, fucking stabs him to death, and then he's like, ugh, and dies. That was a pretty badass way to go.
Yeah, and his mother and him are like, all right, look, Dororo's supposed to be a boy. He's actually a girl. We'll get to that here in a second. Anyway, her mom fucking, I don't know, just walks around with her like while they're traveling. Eventually, just like starves to death basically and dies. And they have maps like on their back that fucking show up, and it leads to this golden treasure thing that his dad like was saving up to give to the people to start like their own destiny, their own world, their own fucking cities. So he was a badass. You also can't hate Dororo's parents. You also definitely can't hate Dororo. No. Yeah, there's like 5 likable characters and everybody else is evil as fuck. But yeah. So that's his parents' backstory. Yakimaru's dad, the one he calls dad later on, Mama, calls him Mama actually, but the prosthetic dude like used to nail people to fucking crosses while they were alive, and like just do all this.
Yeah, there was like he was the part of some dude's army, and there's like a rebellion or some shit, and so the Lord had them all killed, and then like the ones that were like the people in the battlefield, he just had them all nailed to crosses, like whether they were like half dead or retreated or whatever, he just had them dragged there, and anybody who interfered was murdered.
Yeah, including his wife, who did that shit, and the fucking Lord dude like just stabbed her and killed her, or whatever the fuck. So he threw himself off a cliff and tried to kill himself, and that didn't work. So yeah, his dad has his own backstory too. So yeah, the first like half of this entire show is pretty much like a lot of flashbacks. So you like Not boring ones either. Like the whole episode is just like, hey, this happened back then, kind of deal.
It gives you enough.
Yeah, I mean, I like the amount. Like, I think it gives you plenty to go off of.
Yeah.
Whole ass fucking episode. Yeah, so the show is written very well and it's done. The way the story is told is very well. Also done very well.
Yes.
Always playing on emotions, always like super fucked up things and like realizations and this and that. The flow, the lore, giving you good story. Yeah, all checks out. 10 out of fucking 10 on that.
What did you think about the cursed sword one?
Which one's the cursed sword one? Because I skipped 2 episodes so I could hurry up and finish it with you. So
Okay, there was an episode where they meet this girl, and they like can tell by how she talks that she used to be a noble, and then they like find out that her parents died, and her brother were the only ones left from the family, and her brother gets drafted, and he's like told to execute somebody, and he won't do it, so the dude gives him a rusty sword and makes him do it, and like he starts cutting, and he's like, oh, you'll have to do better because it's rusty, and he like just fucking hacks at this dude, and then he turns around and there's like 50 more people that he has to fucking execute, and then by the end, after he kills all of them, he's like, the blade wants more, and then he like fucking murders the lord, and then just goes on a rampage throughout the countryside, and it like drains his hair color, turns it white, and he like lets it go all wild, and he's dressed like a fucking beggar and shit, and just murks people in the street, and he like loses his sword.
I skipped this
and
one.
He's hanging.
Sure. Yeah.
And Dororo found the sword, and it like makes her want to start killing people, and like the dude like is completely like destroyed, and he's like talking to his sister, and he's like, I don't give a fuck about any of this, I want my sword. Then he eventually gets his sword back, and fucking the protagonist just fucking cuts the sword in half and kills him.
Yeah,
that was really like touching story.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that one. I skipped that one on accident. That was one I skipped. Just while I was watching it, I just accidentally did it because I watched it on YouTube, and there's like a section where I just clicked the wrong shit. How'd you like the backwards? Well, not the opposite episode.
Oh, that was weird.
That's one of those things that's just like thrown the fuck in there. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I like didn't get it at first, and it was like, because they're like, oh yeah, that guy sucks at making swords. He made me that shitty hatchet over there. That like picks it up and like lightly puts it on a log, and it just slices right through it. And it's like, wait, what's going on here? Is Dororo like really good at chopping wood, or is that guy retarded? Like, what is going on here?
Dude,
and then like so you find out there's a demon that curses people to say like, I don't even know exactly how it works, but like
the opposite of what they mean. So it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, when they're like, oh, they talk about the dude's daughter, and they're like, oh, she's rather homely looking and has a crappy personality.
Dude.
The dude's like actually in love with her.
When they're gonna get fucking married, and you just the girl making her fucking dress. Like, oh, like they are seriously like, somebody's talking to somebody, like you're supposed to be focusing on it, but in the background you go, oh, you'd make such a fucking horrific wife. It's like, oh, I'd be ashamed if I was him.
Then
they're like ad-libs.
They're like, oh, this wedding dress will make you look so plain and ordinary. Like, oh, okay. And she's like, the chick is confused like the whole time. She just thinks everybody's like really weird. That one dude's like, that's in love with her. He like just pops the door, and he's like, hey, I always thought you should get married. I'm really happy for you. And then he leaves.
Yeah.
At the end, he's like, "I love you. I can do so much better for you than this guy ever could."
Yeah, that was a fun one.
She just fucking like insta turns red.
Yeah. And then like flips the script like the next day. Fucking just hanging out with him, getting ready for the wedding.
And see, like, even though this show is very dark, there's like a lot of comedic shit to it. Just like with how they interact with each other, especially at the beginning, because what's his name again?
Who? Which one?
The main character, the protagonist.
Oh, Yakimaru.
Yakimaru. Like, he can't speak or hear anything or see. So, like, the beginning is pretty funny with how Dororo is, like, trying to interact with him. And then, like, they mostly become friends because, like, he can see, like, the people and I guess can tell them apart. And the only people that ever stuck around him were his dad and Dororo. So he, like, cares for Dororo a lot just through, like, being around each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much this entire show is just this dude trying to get his body back. I loved it. Thought it was great. There's pretty brutal whenever his brother tore his own eyes out to give to him. So that was insane.
Did that redeem him in your eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, like, him and his mother die in the fire.
Yeah, man, I didn't really like that a lot at all. Like, everybody died. His dad did too. Well, not his dad, but the dude that raised him. All three of them fucking died. I was like, what the fuck? Dude lost his whole family at the fucking final episode. Get out of here. But yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the end. Where, yeah. Like the end, not a big fan. I really needed a happy ending for this one. You know?
Well, he got all his body parts back, and
lost everybody, literally everybody but Dororo.
But she's like the leader of a village now with all her riches.
I guess. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that part of the ending either, because they're like, well, we don't really know how to use katana or like spears or anything. And she's like, well, we got money. It's like, yeah, but if you have money, people can just steal it from you. Like, I don't.
It's like, where's it at? I'm not telling you, dude. I'm gonna go get it, actually.
Yeah, I wasn't really able to count it. There's like some jars of gold coins.
Right. There's also a bunch of episodes that are like super sadistic people as well. Like the filler episodes are super fucked up. Like super fucked
Shark
up.
Boy.
Shark Boy is fucked up. Shark Boy has 2 sharks and those sharks eat people. And then one shark dies and the other one jumps on land, eats it, and turns into like a great white shark demon thing.
Grows some legs.
Yeah, and then there's
like seal arms.
Yeah, then there's like this weird dude that his mom got killed by a chimera, so he's like, huh, my soul is empty, so now I fill it by feeding it travelers. Ha! It's the only way I feel anything.
So,
yeah. Then there's the opposite fucking episode we just talked about. So yeah, there's a few. There's more than that, but like they're just kind of like out of nowhere, so it's fun. What about that fucking rat, dude?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was fucked up.
I was like, no, Master Splinter.
Yeah, they burned that fucking house down with that rat and the baby rats.
Yeah, they like pinned it to the ground, and they're like, oh, if it's still alive, then its babies will stay as we burn the house down. It's like, okay.
We're burning it with them alive. Fuck it. Damn. Pretty ruthless.
Oh, we have Itachi. What you think about him?
Itachi. Which one's that again?
Yeah, that's the Dororo's dad's second in command.
Oh, the fucking douchebag. Okay, you know who that dude reminds me of?
Mhm.
That fucking dude from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Which one?
Um, the two Water Tribe people, the dude and the girl, the dude. You know who I'm talking
Oh,
about? It's not
oh man.
Sokko. I don't remember, but I don't know. He just reminds me of him for some reason. Like just look wise, like real slender. I don't know. I don't know.
I can do that,
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But
yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, he's just a piece of shit. He's the one that betrayed Dororo's dad, and then Dororo's for some reason fine, like with the whole treasure thing and not trying to kill him constantly, and yeah, different. Like when they're
It's
together.
kind of weird because he's like nice to Dororo like most of the time. Like before and after the betrayal, even when he's just kind of like using her to get the gold,
Right.
he's still like nicer to her than like any other person is.
Yeah.
So it's like weird. Well, it's not like super weird because like um do you see like what essentially gets you is like in this world is like whenever you're a good person, people betray you and steal all your shit. And that's like the rules he was operating off of. And, you know, like it ends up with Dororo's mom, like having to get hot soup scalding in her hands so she could feed her child and he gets to wear fucking nice clothes. But then at the end of the day, Dororo's dad was right to strive for something because if you just buy into the betrayal shit, you fucking sell your loyalty to somebody that uses you as a decoy and hope like expects you to just die. And that's like what happened to him. And then he has to come back to fucking find Dororo's mom. And then, oh, there's one more thing he just has to do. You know, he has to do this one more thing and then he can get all the shit that he ever wants and ends up losing everything in the fucking process.
Yeah.
I like it felt very poetic to me,
Yeah.
like poetic justice type shit.
Yeah, no, I definitely. Yeah. That's definitely how that felt. But yeah.
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 I always feel that's always really satisfying to me, and the fact that they didn't make him just like completely fucking evil was also a plus. It seemed like he kind of cared about people to some extent, as long as like it might have just been just for to like support his ambition that he would need people below him type shit. But I don't know. I like his character. Nice, interesting villain.
Fucking douchebag. Yeah, because when he betrays Dororo's dad, like he beats the shit out of him. Like, he fucks his shit up.
Yeah, he like tries to stand against him and gets shot in the legs a bunch of times. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fucking Dororo. Any final thoughts?
I love it. This is one of my favorite animes.
Oh, I love it too. Very good. I could never watch it again because I don't watch things again. But I could never watch it again because I already know what's going to happen and it's never going to hit me like that again. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah. So the next fucking thing we're going to do is Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. And as for the anime, that is yet to be decided because for once I actually didn't think about it. So,
Yeah, I've never played a Resident Evil game before. I played like a little bit of 5, like a long ass time ago. So I am trying to learn this game, giving it my all.
I beat one of the stories in 6, but those two games don't play the same.
Yeah.
4 has tank controls that fucking. Hey, is it just me or do you have to change your weapon by going into the menu by pressing start? Like you have to pause the
I
game
pressed Y.
and you actually change your weapon.
Yeah, it like brings like an inventory menu up.
Yeah, so you have to go into a menu screen.
Yeah, but I think it pauses the game.
It does. I'm just saying you have to go to change your weapon. You have to go into a menu. That's like the shit I do not like.
I've only ever had one gun though, so.
Well, like to switch to a grenade, you have to do it too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm trying. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm trying. I'm not enjoying trying, but I'm trying. Uh,
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, next time Resident Evil 4 and anime to be decided. So we will see you later.
Sayonara.